Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to give you a quick update on all of my succulents, or most of my succulents. It's middle of summer, July, and I have moved some of my plants from deck to porch and from porch to deck. And as I'm giving you an update, I'm going to explain why I did that, why I moved some of the succulents to particular place around the house. I also wanted to show you my plant room. But before all of that, let's take a look at the cute bird that we saved a few days ago.
Baby, you're so pretty. Look at how pretty you are. You lost some feathers? Do you want some more sugar? Okay, I'm gonna take you over there. There!
So this is my plant room, guys. And look at all the empty shelves. Everybody's out except these two trays. And I'm going to show you what I have here. I left, of course, litops here because I don't think they would like humidity and rain often here in Michigan. They actually are doing really great. I'm really proud of myself for look at all that splitting. So and they all got like doubled. So this was only 2 leaves, now it's 4. The same thing is happening here and here, I think. So they're looking really good. And then I have another pot here. These are a little bit smaller. Really cute. Then I have my cuttings of Orbicotyledon, orbiculata, that looks so cute. Just a few cuttings that I took from my main plant in the conservatory. I have a few Echeverias, as you can see. These greener ones, Guides varieties that are quite happy under lights. Okay, and then I have my bear paw, and then I have a few sensitive chryssulas that I didn't think they will like outside. So the scepter, Merchandi, variegated moonglow. Yeah, that's it pretty much. That's all that's under lights. So here on the porch that's facing southwest, I have observed the unfortunate thing of sun coming here maybe about 2 p.m. So the plants that are here on the shelf get maybe 5 hours, usually less, 4 hours, because everything that's not close to this corner doesn't get light after a few hours. That's why I moved and left only plants on the edge here. I was actually considering removing all these shelves completely because they're just taking away space from the porch. It's not very big. Agaves, they always do. I let them just get the rain, whatever rain comes, and dry here. So I keep them on the sides, on the edges. And this year, I kept a lot of propagations of euphorbias here, and they have done really well. They actually rooted so fast, and as you can see now, all these cuttings are growing new branches, even the white ones here. These grew leaves. This is a cutting that established really well. Bioensis. So yeah, I'll post these for sale, so if you're interested in any euphorbias, you can let me know. The change that I did this year is that I moved all the cacti here on the porch, and it's a good spot because when we're sitting here, we're not touching it because it's not underneath the table, and kind of works out because the middle of the porch does get sun for 6-7 hours, so this is probably the best spot. And it's a harsher afternoon sun, and you know, cactuses can handle it. And on the other side, they were without the cover. They're having cover here. So that really helps. So they're not soaked for days, because sometimes we can have, you know, rain for like a week or 2 weeks. Some kind of colorful bug there. And then I also have my sedums here. They seem to be doing good. And my aloes. So that's what's on this side. I'm actually really thinking moving some of these euphorbias over there on the deck, because that's the best spot there. I have a lot of plants there. So as far as the inside, I have made some small changes here in the dining room. It was just really crowded here, and I like this philodendron to be on its own. This is actually not the one that was in the pot before. The other one got so large that I decided to sell it, and I pulled it out, and it was so root bound. Anyway, this small one, look at how big it is, because it grew, I think, 3 leaves since I repotted it. This is new leaf, the new leaf that's emerging. I actually moved this string of turtles, yeah, so it's catching up again pretty fast. My peperonia pilea, I had to chop it because it had such a long stems that didn't have leaves, and I didn't like how it looked, so I chopped the tops and I placed it in water, and it rooted successfully, looking really good right now. This is the new addition that I just got. I need to find a nice spot for it and place. I don't think I'm going to keep it right here. This variegated syngonium, I propagated quite a bit, so it's been chopped probably 3-4 times. And this is the cutting that obviously didn't do very well when I put it in the soil. Then I placed here my Sansevieria that was in a smaller pot. I used this bigger pot that I took from ficus, variegated ficus. And as you can see now, variegated ficus got big pot that's actually matching the pot of the philodendron. I was very lucky to find this in a marketplace really cheap. It's exactly the same pot that you can purchase in Lowe's, but they're quite expensive. So I was happy with that. I like how it looks here because it got really big, so it needed bigger pot. And then my euphorbias here are growing, even though they're not outside. They're still getting some. They're definitely, the ones outside are showing more growth, but I really don't need this one to grow even more. It's already so tall. Probably the most exciting thing in this area is this one. If you remember, just 2 months ago, I got this cutting. Actually, it was 2 cuttings, these 2. They rooted really quickly in like less than 2 weeks, and then in the last month they put up so much growth. So there is like branches growing out of this one. Then there is branches here. There is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, there's like 9 new branches growing. So that was probably the most exciting one. I had to repot it twice because it was in a super small pot. Then I gave it a little bit bigger, and finally I put it in this one, and it seems to be happy. Yeah, rooting here a little cutting of Euphorbia nopla, and this one has grown so much that I had to trim it. This is like a silver variety of Caropagia, and it just got so long and blooming again, so I had to chop that one a bit. So this is our deck facing east-south that gets light really from early morning 7 a.m. till almost, I would say, 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the afternoon. I actually, as you can see, have moved crassulas here. They have never been in this section, close to the wall. This is Kylo's bathroom. Oh, Kylo, really? Okay. Anyway, I usually have kept them facing south, and the reason why I moved them is I felt like they were struggling this year, really, with the heat, especially these two Cursulas, and they have been really happy since I moved them here, just getting morning sun. And then I ended up taking all of my Cursulas that were under lights, like this baby's necklace, and I took them all outside. Unfortunately, this one got burned, I see. So there is my Chrysula Springtime that I put here in the shade of the big jade that has been really loving the position here. Last year I had it on rain right here and it didn't like it. That's when it got those black spots. This year I'm controlling watering and it's completely covered. You know, one of the convenient things is I have 4 feet of cover here. So all of the plants that are closer to the wall, I control watering. And the plants that are getting the water in this year are only Echeveria and Graptopetalums that are in terracotta pots. Really, I can tell you it's a huge difference. Terracotta pots breed unlike plastic ones, so they dry up. All these plants dry up faster. So we had rain the last day and a half, and last night was raining. And look, it's dry almost here, so it's drying way faster in these pots, and I think that's why they have been doing well. So I will definitely keep these in, continuing to keep them in terracotta pots. Euphorbias I like to keep in plastic pots just because they get so thirsty. And exciting thing here, you know, this is a new addition that I got this spring, and look guys, it's growing new branches. There's 1, 2, 3 on the other side, 4, 5 branches growing. So yeah, and one here too, Lore. So very exciting. This one has been growing some length, not new branches, but just going longer. Yeah. I would love to do some propagation here, separate some plants, because I have in some pots a lot of heads that I think I could sell, like this raindrops. This is all propagation. This was the beheaded stem that produced these 6 rosettes, guys. And look at those little drops that are on the leaves. Really exciting. But then I have here quite a bit of rosettes on the one in the corner. Really, everybody has been doing really, really well this year. For the longest time, I thought this here is the same as this here. They really look in shape completely the same, but this one never got pink, and this one has been pink forever. So I don't know. And even the babies are pink, and these babies are blue. So must be something different. And then I thought that they're the same as this, but they're a little bit different. I don't know. And this is my famous ghost plant that these are actually cuttings from that big pot that I finally kind of disassembled. Yeah, so this is a little cutting that I rooted. It's called Mediva, something like that. Beautiful variegation. I'm so happy about this one. It was under lights, and when I took it outside, it just actually I took it to conservatory and it didn't do great. It just wasn't doing anything. And then I got it outside, and I'm actually seeing some new growth, and it's like opening up. So I'm really excited to see that. Look at how big this trumpet is. It was completely covered in mold this winter. I really thought it's not going to recover. And not only did it recover, but it actually has some new rosettes growing from the middle there. yeah, so awesome to see that growth. And so they just get rain. This is another raindrops. Debbie. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.